Now to the latest on the Colorado mass shooting. 12 people are dead and more than 50 injured after a gunman entered a crowded movie theater in Aurora, Colorado just after midnight and opened fire. Authorities say 24-year-old James Holmes entered the midnight opening of the new Batman movie through an exit door wearing a gas mask and a bulletproof vest. Shortly after the start of the film, witnesses say he walked in calmly, set off tear gas, lifted a rifle, and started shooting. One witness said Holmes looked like an assassin ready to go to war. Another said he stopped shooting only long enough to reload. Investigators arrested Holmes at the theater. They say he has not given a motive for the massacre. KFDM reporter Megan Dillard spoke with Beaumont moviegoers about the shooting. She also talked with a Beaumont police officer about law enforcement's role in dealing with gunmen.
It's a bright summer morning at Tinseltown in Beaumont, a much different scene from the crowded theater in Aurora, Colorado, where 24-year-old James Holmes opened fire shortly after midnight Friday, killing a dozen people and injuring at least 50 more.
That's sad. That's sad. It's unfortunate.
I was pretty shocked this morning when I got up. I saw it on the news that that had happened. I thought it was pretty horrifying.
These men are at the movies to see The Dark Knight Rises, the same film people were watching during Friday's shooting in Colorado. Both men express sympathy for those involved, but feel confident that it was an isolated incident.
What happened there, I don't see it happening here.
It could happen anywhere, but I think the odds are against it. I mean, I'm sure the people at the theater didn't think that it would happen, but I mean, anything can happen anywhere.
We are employed by the theaters, but we are trained by our departments in our city to tackle any type of situation that comes across like that.
Officer Carol Riley works security at this theater on the weekends. She relies on her training as a Beaumont police officer.
Our officers train an active shooter. That's something that we know is something that we have to be prepared for at all times.
Prepared to deal with anything from shootings to theater security.
You cannot predict what somebody is going to do. There's always somebody out there that's going to do something crazy. We just have to hope and pray that it doesn't happen in our area, and if it does, we'll be ready for it. Our officers are trained to react.
In Beaumont, Megan Dillard, KFDM 6 News.
And Beaumont police officers work security at both Tinseltown and Hollywood Star theaters in Beaumont. One of the victims of the Colorado theater shooting is from Bulverde, Texas, north of San Antonio. Brent Lowak was with another victim, his close friend Jessica Gawi, who was killed in the attack. Lowak also was shot but survived. His father reacted to the shooting after talking with his son Friday morning. James Munoz reports tonight from San Antonio.
Brent Lowak's girlfriend Jessica Gawi is believed to be among the 12 dead in Colorado. She was reportedly shot in the leg, and as she cried, the alleged gunman shot her in the face. Brent's father says his son was crawling away and shot in the left buttocks area. Jessica and he had dated for several years. During the incident, he says the couple got separated and they went different directions. Brent heard Jessica say, "I've been shot." He tried to work his way back to her, but he didn't hear her again. Brent is 28 years old. He worked at a grocery store in the San Antonio area and also for a first-class limo as a driver. His boss says he's the most humble, respectful man he knows. We also spoke to Brent's father. He's preparing to fly to Colorado today.
I've asked questions this morning, but I understand he came in the back way of the theater. Well, did anybody see him come in? Why would he come in without somebody saying, "Hey, you don't belong back here"? Or whatever. I don't know the situation. I really don't. But you got to just wonder.
I'm crying inside my body right now. I'm just going to let him know to be extremely careful, to keep God first, like he's always done, because he is a Christian man, and we love him very, very much, and we are praying for him every second.
Brent's mother is en route to Colorado right now, along with Brent's stepdad. Michael Mason says Brent wants to become a firefighter. He's worked as a limo driver for 4 years and was expected back at work Friday evening.
Stay with KFDM and CBS News for the latest on the Colorado shooting investigation.